Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to MindYourCrypto. Today I have Cardano ADA daily update. Let's see where are we going. If you want to join our Telegram group chat, I have the link in the description down below. And also don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share if you like the content. Thank you for watching. Let's go now to the resistance levels and the major support levels. We had the 1.56 to 1.54 around there, guys, as a resistance level. Now we broke above and we made this as support level for the time being. We have the 1.45 as a major support level and 1.68 to 1.74 is our next target for Cardano ADA. Let's see where are we going. For the MACD, guys, it is looking good because we surpassed this resistance line right here. Now what we want to see is eventually start forming higher lows and higher highs. We don't care about the bearish close as long as we are having higher low and higher high pattern for the 4-hour frame. And of course it would be great, really great, guys, if we can surpass this resistance level right here. If we can go above, this would mean that we might be approaching higher levels than 1.68 and 1.74 Tether USD for Cardano ADA. Let's go now to the RSI and the commodity channel index. You can see here the commodity channel index was in an overbought situation. Now it is again inside this gray zone. What this means, guys, is that we can actually move upwards again, but we are having a risk involved here. You should be careful a little bit, guys, as we approach these levels for the commodity channel index. Although for the RSI, we are not yet in an overbought situation, right? You can see that we are between 30 and 70. We are inside this purple area right here. Everything is good, everything is fine for now. The commodity channel index though is approaching the 100, so you should be careful. If you know my videos, guys, you realize that we are about to have an overbought situation. We will see about that though. According to the SSL channel, the green line is above the red line, so we have a buying opportunity. Let's go to Cardano against Tether, guys, USD in the daily frame. And what we want to see here is the Bollinger Bands. Approaching the bottom line of the Bollinger Bands gives us a buying opportunity. We had this multiple times here and here, guys, and of course we had it here, but we didn't know from the Bollinger Bands. We knew from the commodity channel index that we had a buying opportunity. Therefore, now that we approach the bottom line of the Bollinger Bands, guys, we are going upwards, and of course what we want to see is if we can go further even above the 1.63, which is our major resistance line, a major resistance line, guys. 1.63 is something that we need to surpass. Again, for the daily frame though, we are looking fine. We can grow more, potentially we can even grow further above, but we will depend a lot from Bitcoin, right? From Bitcoin's movements, what it will do. We will see that in the Bitcoin chart later. Let's see a little bit, guys, the SSL hybrid, because I'm seeing this because sometimes it gives us good buying opportunities, right? Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. So here we are, we had a blue arrow here to buy Cardano, right here next to the buying opportunity that I told you before, because we approached the bottom line of the Bollinger Bands. Usually, guys, this is a good indicator. However, sometimes it can be bad. You can see here we bought around, let's say we bought around 1.56 and we had a selling order here. So therefore, I think you should follow sometimes the buying orders, but the selling orders are a bit risky. You should sell here, for example, but we didn't know with Cardano against Tether, guys. We didn't know with the SSL hybrid, and we would be in a loss if we sold here as well, right? So therefore it is a good indicator, but it is not the only one we want to look at. And finally, we are going to the MACD. The MACD on the daily frame doesn't look good. However, a nice bullish recross and a further distance between the blue line and the signal line would be great, would be really great for Cardano against Tether USD. Let's go to Cardano against Bitcoin, guys, to see an important thing. First of all, from the time we lost the 1.1 line, Ganfan line, guys, we went down to 2.1, this line, and now we're going down to 3.1. If we lose this line, if we go down, then we will test the 4.1 line for the Ganfan tool. And so we might have here we might correct even more if we just surpass and cross down, guys, the 3.1 support line, then we are going down further to 4.1, and finally we have the 8.1, guys. So the 0.786 is a very strong support level. We hold it and we went upwards, having a swing high momentum, right? So for the RSI, guys, for Cardano against Bitcoin, we are not in an overbought situation. However, we can correct even more. Let's see the commodity channel index. Same here. We are between minus 100 and 100. And of course, right now we are asking ourselves, what are we doing for Cardano against Bitcoin? Are we going upwards? Are we going downwards? Let's see a little bit the MACD on the 4-hour frame. You can see that we found rejection on the signal line going upwards. The blue line is going above the signal line right here. So let's go to Cardano against Bitcoin, guys, on the daily frame. On the daily frame, though, we are in an oversold situation. Therefore, it is very likely on the 4-hour frame to push a little bit upwards. Even if we go a little bit down, it is very likely to hold this support level and go upwards again, and eventually retesting the let's see what line is this, 0.382, guys. The 0.382, retesting this level, double bottom here, and of course we might move upwards again, right? So therefore we need to wait and see. Cardano against Bitcoin now, it isn't outperforming Bitcoin from 13 June. That's why we didn't go so further above, but right now we are about to go against Bitcoin, guys. We're about to outperform Bitcoin on the daily frame because we are standing in an oversold situation. Therefore, it is very likely, though, to see an angle like this for the blue line, and of course recrossing and going above the signal line, the orange line we have on the MACD indicator, right? So we might see that, but for now we are not looking good. Of course, we have to see a bullish cross for quite some time right now. From 27th April, guys, we have seen a bullish cross right here. Now we are falling all the way. We had a bullish momentum, a bearish cross here, and now we are falling down even and even more. But Cardano against Bitcoin is here to probably go a little bit above in the next days, and this will be good, but we need to go to the Bitcoin chart and to see where are we on the Bitcoin. On the Bitcoin, for example, we have an overbought situation, right? So we have an overbought situation, therefore it is very likely that we might correct soon and we might be approaching some lower support levels in the next days, not in the next hours, in the next days, because I'm looking at the daily frame. If I want for the next hours, guys, we don't have any overbought situation. We can go even further above right here, or we might have more room to correct, right? We might have more room to correct. I was talking before about the daily frame. Same here, guys. The RSI is standing along 62. We might go up again, but we might crumble down. So either way, we are having a little bit of a risk, not on the 4-hour frame. Most of it is at the daily frame. And if I go, guys, again on the daily frame, you will realize something. On the daily frame, we might have found our top here because eventually we are getting lower highs. As you can see, the lower high pattern is forming right here too, and what we hope to see now is eventually maybe we can surpass this resistance level on the daily frame. This will mean that we can go over 41,000 Tether USD and we can approach the 46,000 USD, but for now let's take it step by step, guys. We have here an overbought situation for the daily commodity channel index, you can see here, and when we have this we usually go down, except when we're having an impulsive wave, right? When we are going upwards, you can see that November we were going upwards, but even when we had, guys, even when we were going upwards, when we have the higher highs and higher lows, the impulsive wave for Bitcoin, we would eventually go down again. 28th February, you can see here, March we had our peak, we went down 25 March, April we had our peak, we went down 23rd April, and you can see, and so on and so on. So it is very likely to go down from here. We might eventually have something like this, but we will go down eventually. You can see here again on 9th February where we had somewhat of this action here for Bitcoin. We went upwards, then we stayed a little bit. Same here for January, we stayed some days, but we eventually fell down. So in the next few days it is very risky to hold now because we might correct more. So this would mean for Cardano we might not be approaching the 1.68. However, guys, if we we have a final push here and ADA starts to outperform Bitcoin because we are in an oversold situation the next days and Bitcoin remains sideways, goes sideways for a bit, or even retesting the 142,000 USDT around this area or even higher, this would mean that Cardano can easily reapproach the 1.68 to 1.74. Of course, guys, we have one minor resistance line here that it is very crucial to surpass, the 1.63, and eventually at 1.63 we are going to decide if we are going all the way to 1.68, 1.74 or not. For now, we are looking good. We need to have the bullish cross here between the 20-day MA and the 50-day MA. But always remember the risk you are getting with Bitcoin, because as I've told multiple times in the videos, guys, if we have a swing high from Bitcoin, we might fall. And of course, guys, in this time, I want to mention something. If you want to take easy profits, I have the link in the description down below. Buy me a coffee, MindYourCrypto. You can find it and join our monthly subscription. Let's go back to the Cardano against Tether US in the 4-hour frame. Our next price targets, guys, 1.63, 1.68, 1.74, 1.47 as a support level. We now made the 1.56 as a support level as well. We don't have an overbought situation, however, we should be a little bit careful. For now, I believe it is very possible to go in these levels right here, but afterwards we want to wait and see. If you want to be more certain, guys, and you don't want to risk it here, I suggest you to wait a little bit. For the long term, I believe this is a great buying opportunity, guys. For the long term, I believe that the Cardano will keep going upwards, and of course here you could invest some of your money already, but only for the long term, because for the short term, guys, I suggest you to wait, because I believe Bitcoin will go down to 27,000 Tether USD. Thank you for watching, have a fantastic day wherever you are, and of course stay tuned for many more videos. Bye.